We are also reporting that Peter Obi, everybody seeks umbrella under Nigeria. Peter Obi is today telling us that he is also commending the Nigerian army for keeping Nigeria as one. These are the people that will defend him when we come after him. This is the criminal that stole money belonging to Anambra people to go and build a shopping mall in Abuja. Peter Obi, he is now hailing Nigerian army for keeping the country together, the people that killed his own people. When I tell you that Peter Obi was bad, people thought I was joking. Have you now seen it? He's hailing them for killing his own people, keeping Nigeria as one. And these are so-called Igbo people. Igbo.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things, politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The person you just listened to is the leader, the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, talking about Peter Obi. What I did was just to take 40 seconds out of a long video where he was saying all kinds of unprintable things, unworthy things about Peter Obi, insulting Peter Obi in unprintable languages. And this is the same IPOB leader that Reno Omokri, the former media aide to former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the former spokesperson of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in 2019 and 2020 presidential election, and now a megaphone of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from abroad. This is the man talking, insulting Peter Obi, that Peter Obi has any tendency or kind of have sympathy for IPOB, or that he's an IPOB supporter. And look at what their leader said about Peter Obi. And as I told you, the reason I'm doing this video is to put a very spirited defense for Peter Obi. Peter Obi, he take a lot of shit from so many people, from Reno Omokri and all the rest. And why I was particular about doing this video and playing this is because if you read what Reno Omokri put out, like him or hate him, Reno Omokri has a lot of followers. Go and see the numbers. Go and see the numbers following him on Twitter. Go and see the numbers following him on Instagram. The number following him on Facebook. The numbers following him on all kinds of social media platforms, including YouTube. He has a lot of numbers. So we may know him, his notoriety for playing politics without principle. But the narrative he wanted is painting from his reaction to Peter Obi calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. The reaction is getting is using Peter Obi to shine and selling lies. You can see he will say the North has now heard Peter Obi, that he has finished Peter Obi, that the North now know that Peter Obi has sympathy for the separatist group, that the Southwest have now seen it. So he was trying to use Peter Obi's call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu as a tool, a weapon And he didn't start it today. He want to use that as a weapon to demarcate Peter Obi ahead of 2027. And the Reno Omokri didn't start it today. If you go through his wall, he has always been lying, barefaced lies, that most of the Obidients are IPOB sympathizers. That most Obidients are IPOB sympathizers. That he has done this research, he has done that. That most Obidients are IPOB sympathizers, which is far from the truth. The Obidient movement is a national movement. Even in the Southeast, IPOB never supported elections. IPOB, the real IPOB sympathizers, are not interested in Nigerian elections. They have called for the boycott of elections severally. But because they are looking for anything they can use, they can weaponize against Peter Obi. So Peter Obi called for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. And he didn't call for him to be released arbitrarily. He gave reasons why he was demanding for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Okay, and he said it just along as other people, Nigerians have also been saying that he should be released. Remember that about 50 House of Representative members from across the 6 political zones in Nigeria have written to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu as a way of ensuring peace and security in the country, particularly in the Southeast. Ohaneze has done the same thing. And these are not the only people. Several groups of people have been calling for Peter Obi and for Nnamdi Kanu to be released, including the Senate caucus of the Southeast. But once Peter Obi said his own, because they know that Peter Obi is a man of impeccable character, a man that Nigerians trust, they are looking for anything that they can weaponize against him. They say, oh, it's because he has sympathy for IPOB. He has now exposed his IPOB sympathy. But this same IPOB, you listen to the video I played, I deliberately covered that video with a picture. The video I played, he was threatening Peter Obi that he's talking about the army, that these are the people that will come and protect him when we come after him. I made all kinds of allegations. As I told you, I just take an excerpt just to prove the point to the doubting Thomases that Peter Obi has nothing to do with IPOB. In fact, the IPOB people has dislike for Peter Obi, because if you listen to them, several of their dissident, they accuse him of so many things. They have accused him of so many things, including allegedly killing their members when he was governor. That's the kind of allegation these people have not put on Peter Obi. I can't play them here. It's not a avenue to play those kind of rubbish allegation that makes no sense. Like I told you, the video I extracted this 40 seconds. This says so many unprintable things. Yet Peter Obi looks beyond the insult from the IPOB leader. Ordinarily, someone like the kind of things they said about Peter Obi could have said, let him rot in jail. It's not my business. But Peter Obi is a statesman in another level, higher than most people they call statesmen in Nigeria. He looked beyond personal insult and was concerned about peace and security in the southeast and Nigeria. That was why he is making the call. And his call is not an emotional call. He based his call on evidence. He based his call on evidence. Now, he was speaking in Onitsha. For those who don't know Onitsha, Onitsha is the commercial capital of Anambra State. And Onitsha is the city that is hosting the largest market in West Africa. That was where he spoke recently and called on the government, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to release the IPOB leader. And he said that the reason he's calling for that is because a Nigerian court had earlier acquitted Nnamdi Kanu. And this is what he said in that encounter with the media. He said, I don't see any reason for his continuous detention, especially as the courts have granted him bail. The government must obey the court. The rule of law is an intricate asset that we must cherish and live with. I use this opportunity to plead with the federal government to ensure that all those, so it's not only Nnamdi Kanu, he said all those who are in similar conditions are released and discussed. He said we are in a democracy and we should not be doing things that are arbitrary and not within the law. End of quote. Now, that was the offense of Peter Obi. As far as Reno Omokri and all the rest people that they have sent after Peter Obi, anytime he says anything, they come after him because they know he is the man to beat in 2027, just as he was the man to beat in 2023. So they have to come after him and weaponize that he has IPOB sympathy, and then they paint his core support group, the Obidients, that they are IPOB sympathizers. And the essence of that was to damage him politically in the north and in east and the southwest. But the southwest know better. The southwest know better. After all, it was in the southwest that the Duduwa Republic was also being campaigned for, being pushed for by people like Frederick Fashion, people like Ghanaian Adams, before it reached to the turn of Igboho of Yoruba nation. So Yoruba people are no different, are not. They can't be deceived by that kind of rhetoric by Reno Omokri that Peter Obi has sympathy for IPOB because he called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. A call that has been coming from all over the place because it has been seen as part of the solution to the insecurity in the southeast. It has been seen as part of the building of confidence in Nigerian nationhood. But they want to weaponize it against Peter Obi so that he can, to create enmity between Peter Obi's push for a new Nigeria in the north by telling them Peter Obi support IPOB. And you know that nothing gingers the north to hear something like that about an Igbo politician. Even though the north is living in a region where Boko Haram have ravaged, are we now to say that politicians from the north are Boko Haram sympathizers, because Boko Haram has been operating in that region for over a decade now. Yet politicians are emerging from there, becoming president and vice presidents. But Peter Obi cannot be president because he has sympathy for IPOB. These are the kind of rubbish they push around. So that's why I particularly did this video, just to dispel the minds of the doubting Thomases, to let them know, our brothers and sisters in the north and everywhere in the country, that Peter Obi is not an IPOB supporter. Peter Obi is a pan-Nigerian candidate. He believes in Nigeria, and thank God, even Nnamdi Kanu recognized it in that his tirade against Peter Obi. Okay, so that should be able to give confidence to all Peter Obi supporters across the country that Peter Obi believes in one Nigeria, a Nigeria built in peace, security, equity, a Nigeria governed by rule of law. So don't listen to those who want to tell you lies, fabricate things against Peter Obi. When they don't accuse him of religious bigotry, they will accuse him of ethnic bigotry. They will accuse him of being a supporter of IPOB. But God has always been there standing for him to show that this is a pan-Nigerian candidate. This is a patriotic Nigerian who believes and loves his country more than those who are accusing him. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you, and please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.